What's going on, mother chuggers? Rip Trippers back at you today with another vape video. Today, we got an epic vape battle. A battle for the ages. Ho ho ho. Had so many mother chuggers request to me, Rip, we want to see the Aegis Legend versus the VooPoo Drag Max. So this is what this is going to be, man. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be the old versus the new, tried and true. The Geek Vape Aegis Legend versus the VooPoo Drag Max. Now, I do want to say this. I've already got full reviews on both these devices. Check out the link down in the description if you want to see the new VooPoo Drag Max, or the link down in the description if you want to see the Aegis Legend. Now, the Aegis Legend is a lot older. Like I said, older, but tried and true. This right here, this kit, is fairly new. This is the Zeus sub-ohm tank with the Aegis Legend mod. First things first, going to show y'all what you get with each kit so you can compare. Let's go with the Aegis Legend first. Here's the packaging she comes in. Nice packaging, right? Inside the packaging, of course, you're going to receive your kit, your Zeus sub-ohm tank kit with the Aegis Legend. Also in the packaging, you receive a USB cable, USB cable, USB cable. It is what it is, guys. Like I said, this is an older device. They didn't have USB-Cs floating around then. Comes with an extra coil head for lung hit mode. You get two mesh coil heads, by the way. One that's pre-installed in the tank, and the extra one. The two Zeus sub-ohm tank coil heads that come with this, I mean, you could chug vapor for days and flavor's great. The one I have in here right now is the 0.2. 0.2 on big old macro mesh coil with organic cotton. Looks very similar to the 0.4 like you guys see. Pretty much identical as far as the bore and everything. You get the same amount of airflow. I like the 0.2 better because it gives me a more warm, saturated vape. I can take the wattage up, get that nice density going. But yeah, two coil heads you get with this. 0.40 mesh and a 0.20 mesh. Also in the kit comes the VooPoo O-rings. Of course, the O-rings are for the tank. You get an extra glass tube. That's good to have just in case you break the bubble. Also comes with some extra screws for the Legend mod and an extra plug. And last but not least comes with some info cards and a user guide. Now, what do you guys get with this VooPoo Drag Max? Let me show you. First of all, comes with the VooPoo Drag Max kit. Also in the packaging comes the USB-C cable. Again, I love my USB-Cs, man. Like I said, this is newer than this, so it's going to come with the USB-C. It's going to be charging faster, baby. Comes with an extra coil head, just like this kit, the Legend kit. With the VooPoo Drag Max, you get two mesh coil heads, meant for the lung hits, man. They include a 0.15, like you guys see right now, with this fine-ass mesh and organic cotton. And the one that I'm using right now in the PNP pod is the 0.2. Very similar to the Zeus mesh coil heads, okay? Question is, which ones do I prefer? Which ones give me better flavor and better vapor? They both give me kick-ass everything, man. What it comes down to for these kits is the airflow. One kit, you got bottom airflow, the other, you got top. And all this is going to be subjective. It's all going to come down to your opinion, your taste, what you like better, the bottom or the top. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know which one I like better in a minute. And last but not least, what comes with the Drag Max kit is your user guide and info card. So what are the real differences between this Aegis Legend and the VooPoo Drag Max? Well, first of all, the biggest difference is this sucker takes a PNP pod. It's like a pod-style high wattage mod kit is what it is. The newest innovation, in my opinion. I think this is the future of vaping, by the way. I've said that before, I'm going to say it again. What's cool about this is it's got a PNP connection. VooPoo offers a whole kit with a 510 adapter, a PNP pod, an MTL PNP pod, an RBA section, a rebuildable coil section. They offer everything for this style vape. Thing is, though, this ain't that. This is just a little piece of the pie that VooPoo offers. So I can't compare that to this. You see what I'm saying? I'm comparing this little piece of pie to this. And the way this is right now versus this, there's differences. Big differences. So this takes a PNP connection, right? PNP pod, no 510 connections. This right here, as y'all can see, takes a Zeus sub-ohm tank, kick-ass sub-ohm tank, man. It's got top airflow. Top airflow versus the bottom airflow. On the VooPoo Drag Max, it's got that internal airflow, right? You got that little dial and you just whoop, 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 dual-sided adjustable airflow. Airflow is killer off this, by the way. Airflow off this, killer too. But this is top, this is bottom. Zeus sub-ohm tank, tons of airflow wide open. I mean, tons of it. And it's loud. With the VooPoo Drag Max, here it is wide open. I mean, you get tons of it too. This is definitely quieter. Which one's more? Which one's smoother? Let me give that another go. God, that's a lot of airflow. This definitely has more. The Zeus sub-ohm tank definitely has more than this. But this is quieter, and I would say this is a little bit smoother. And that comes to which one gives you the better flavor. Because with one, you got airflow at the bottom. Like I said, it's closer to the coil. With the top airflow, you still get kick-ass flavor, man. I mean, you guys see it. Well, you guys don't see the flavor, but you see the vapor. She's chucking the tits out of it. Flavor for days off this puppy chugger, but the flavor for days off this, man. These coil heads, these PNP coil heads are rock solid. But these Zeus sub-ohm tank coil heads are also rock solid. And that's another thing. This thing is less likely to leak because it's got top airflow and it's got top fill port. The PNP's got bottom fill port. You fill it from the bottom, and it's got bottom airflow. See what I'm saying? It all depends on which one you like better, the top airflow or the bottom. Also, the Zeus sub-ohm tank's got a 510 connection. The Aegis Legend has a 510 connection, like a lot of these other mods out there. So you can not only pop the Zeus sub-ohm tank on there, but you can pop a Zeus RTA. I mean, anything you want. Anything you want with a 510 connection, you can pop on here, man. With this puppy chugger, without the 510 adapter, you're just stuck to this, the RBA section, and the MTL PNP. 3 options. But with the 510 adapter, VooPoo, you add that 510 adapter on here, here and you can pop anything you want in there, man, including the Zeus sub-ohm tank. I could get the same vape that I get off this pretty much if I had the 510 adapter with that. But right now, the way this is, this takes more stuff. Oh yeah, the Zeus sub-ohm tank holds 5 mils of juice versus the PMP 4.5. So you're getting more out of this than you are this. As you can see, the PMP's got that built-in tip. Oh, this tip is so comfortable. I said that in the past, I'll say it again. Every time I look at this thing, I'm like, oh, I just want to eat it up because I just see the level of my juice. It's so juicy. It's like a juicy glazed donut. I don't know. That's a weird analogy, but I love this PMP pod, man. I mean, oh, so good. But the Zeus sub-ohm tank takes an 810 tip. 810 tip's tried and true. And this tip is super comfortable too, man. But which is comfortable to me? Ah, man, it's so tough, man. But here's the thing. This has that 810 connection, so you could pop more 810 stuff on there. I could pop my rip tip on here, which is so freaking comfortable. You could just do more with this than you can with this. Now, as far as the mod, this mod versus this mod, they're about the same height. About the same height, about the same thickness. But as y'all can see, the Aegis Legend, it is wider. This sucker's big, boy. This ain't too small either, but this, man, woo, built like a brick shit house. Heavy. When you got those batteries in there, it is hefty defty, man. And this bad boy, she's IP67 rated. Waterproof, dustproof, shockproof. This thing right here, so that's another one y'all have to factor in. The battery door on this puppy chugger, the Aegis Legend, is thick. Deep, deep, deep connection. Takes your dual 18650s. The battery door on this, I could take this sucker off with one finger. But hey, it's secure. When you get it on there, it ain't going anywhere. And this also takes dual 18650s. Both take dual 18650s. The fire button on the Aegis Legend, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite fire buttons of all time. It's so freaking comfortable, as y'all can see. So clicky too. Oh, function buttons are comfortable too. And the screen, with the Aegis Legend, she vapes all the way up to 200 watts, guys. 5 watts to 200 watts. Also with the Aegis Legend, you got more options. You got power mode, your TC options, TCR, curves, and bypass. With the VooPoo Drag Max, you only have 2 options. You got smart mode or manual. Manual, you can obviously take her all the way up to 177 watts. With smart mode, you're regulated a little bit. It's got a limiter on there. And as you guys can see, here's a size comparison between the two screens. The Drag Max is significantly larger. This has that rubber coating on the outside. Oh man, like I said, you could throw this on the ground. VooPoo states you could drop this on the ground too. It takes a beating. I don't know, man. This right here has been tried and true. But hey, it's good. This thing's solid too. I'm gonna tell you, it is solid. I wouldn't run this thing over with my car though. I'm just saying, I wouldn't throw it against the wall. With this one, as long as you don't bend up the connection, I guarantee you this thing will keep going and going and going. But this is new, man. It has a lot of features that potentially can make this thing the it factor. Oh yeah, the fire button on this, the VooPoo Drag Max, it's comfortable, but it's not as comfortable as this one. But again, all this is gonna be subjective. Like the pad on both devices. This sucker's got some give, this sucker's got some give. It just feels, both of them feel good. The Drag Max is a little bit sharper on the front. The Aegis Legend's a little bit smoother on the front, but the Aegis Legend's bigger. This is a little bit smaller, so it fits my hand a little bit better. I mean, there's some things about these that are so close, but others that are so far away. Like I said, VooPoo, you include the full shebang kit with this. Everything, all for it all. This will be number 1. I'm telling you, the options, the options, the options. That's what it's all about. But back to vape quality. Both vape phenomenal. This Zeus sub-ohm tank on this bad boy, she'll chuck flavor, vapor, I mean everything. Airflow. I like to adjust the airflow about halfway open on this. Halfway top airflow. And oh, she smooths out just right. But with this, if I don't like the Zeus sub-ohm tank, you could take this bad boy off and pop another on there that you do like. With this one, you're kind of stuck. But I will say, the vape quality off this, both coil heads, airflow wide open, airflow halfway open, airflow a quarter of the way open, it's heaven. It really is heaven. Can't knock it. Fact of the matter is, both devices are phenomenal. This right here has been around a lot longer, tried and true Scooby-Doo. Do I recommend it? Hell yes. I always recommend the Aegis Legend to someone like a construction worker, someone that just wants a beater that'll go, and go, man. That'll take a beating. This right here, it's newer. I don't know if it'll take a beating like this. I don't want to say it will. I don't want to say it won't, because I've only been using this thing for a month, but I've been using this thing for like 2.5 years, man. Not this exact one, but you guys get the drift. This is tried and true. The Zeus sub-ohm tank hadn't been around long, but it ain't bad at all. It's actually pretty freaking good. This right here, love these PMP coils. Love the PMP pod. Really like the PMP RBA section because it gives you options. Both of them are winners in my book. It all depends on what you're looking for. You want more options, go with this. You want something that's different, that's innovative, that also vapes phenomenal, go with this. Which one would I choose? That's definitely put me in a tight spot. If I wanted something newer, something more innovative, I've been vaping on stuff like this for years. This right here, it's got that connection. Yes, it's a pod connection, but it's a pod connection on a high wattage mod. But if I were looking for the newer, more innovative, a little bit different, actually a lot different, with potentially more options in the long run, I'd go with this. But the way this is right now, and the way this is right now, I'm probably gonna gravitate over to this. Just right now. I'm not saying forever. I'm an open-minded individual. I just want to see VooPoo come out with the whole kit. Both of them are phenomenal though. It just all depends on what you're looking for. Of course, you guys know me. I cannot post links down in the description, can't post affiliate links because the YouTube guidelines are cracking down on us favors. What I can tell you is, if you are 21 years of age or older, go to VapeTrick. VAPETRIK. VapeTrick, they'll definitely have both these right now. Guarantee it. And if they don't, that means they sold out and they'll get more in stock. VapeTrick, guys. I'm done. That's it. I am out. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now. Later, Gators.